Hello guys. Hey everyone. Today we are going to have a super interesting topic, and this topic is going to be testing our application that we wrote a few live streams ago. Well, actually we made it and refactored it in many ways, and it still needs some kind of refactoring. It's not ideal, but at the same time we have something to work with. So we have a working application that we can apply some tests. Yeah, basically it's gonna take some time to write a perfect test, but I think we're gonna be fine with it. I think it's gonna be fine. Let me just double check that sound is fine. Yeah, sound is fine, so we all good. So right now, currently, what kind of application do we have? Currently, we have this application, which is a Notes app. This app that we developed, and as you can see, well, it's quite simple, but at the same time, we still need testing, like UI tests. For that, we are going to use Jetpack Compose. Jetpack Compose, you can find a really good article on official website like Google developers. Yeah, it's nowadays we have AI to write that kind of code, right? We have AI to create like base of the tests, but still referencing to the documentation it totally makes sense because we can understand how exactly it works. And the way it works is basically writing Kotlin language tests. More specifically, we are interacting with the labels like nodes. For example, we are clicking the text and then we are performing a click, and then we're also just doing some assertions, like assert something is displayed. And basically that's how test typically works, an end-to-end UI test. That's how it's working. uh, and we already actually have the tests, because if we go here, let's go ahead here and just find the notes. Yeah, Android test, in the Android test folder we already have some tests like no detail page. Well, I already separated those tests into three files. Basically we are we are using the page object model here, which means that for every single page we have on the website, and not on the website, but in our application, we are implementing specific functionality and then referencing in one test class here. So basically we have nodes app test right there, and this is just the main class where all the tests are actually executed, and we are just importing, for example, here like some other stuff from that, like nodes list page. We just referencing the page with the nodes, and we just executing the test from there. So we can control test here, but the functionality, like the way the test working, actually written in those classes. For example, here it's like uh, methods for performing some actions in the case of our apps. It's like entering title, entering content of the node, like clicking some button, clicking back button. As you can see, it's just all done using this method that we have right there. For example, on node with text, we just like perform click. We currently have have a couple of asserts, like assert test equals, but at the same time it's not working perfect way. In a sense, we need to modify the test to have more tests written here. Right now, it's just like really not that great. And also have node list, have different page, nodes list page and node detail page, like details of the nodes and list of nodes. As I told you, we are separating the classes from each other. There's like list view and there's also like a details view, as you can see here. But the logic is the same, and it's not done in the best possible manner, because all those, as you can see, like all those perform click and asserts are really repetitive. So we definitely need to move those classes, those things into utils class and execute it like that. We are going to use the Antigravity to modify some of the stuff, and also gonna just write some code as well. Why not? So yeah. It's not ideal right now, but let me show how the tests are actually working right now. So an application, of course, there are multiple things we need to improve, many things we need to improve. But let's just start with current state of the things. If you go here and nodes apps test, let's say, and we are picking testing environment here, like nodes app test, like here, and we're just executing it, we're gonna just see the test being executed. Yeah, as you can see, details page, enter title, detail page, enter content, and stuff like that. So let's just press the button and see how execution proceeds. Yeah. All right. As you can see, we can observe test results right there. So it's all happening there. Just pressing the button to compile it and to build it. Okay, so it's building, and we're gonna see the test execution results right here as well. As I said, the tests are not ideal right now. We need to do many things to improve it. So this is just the way it works right now. So it's compiling the application because it's Android. It's not like a web app. It takes some time to actually compile it. Let's see. As you can see, there are multiple tasks going on here. Yeah. Okay, so the app starts and just entering some node, closes it, and something like one failed. It failed. Why? The component is not displayed. It's not that robust. The component is not displayed. Which component was that? Notes list page. Yeah, let's try once again. Probably it's just because this. Okay, notes kitty. List page is observe assert node visible. Test title. Observe this. Yes, it's probably something because we changed the logic of the application, so some tests might fail. So let's just double check that it's just not the flakiness, and then we're gonna just improve it. And we're gonna mostly rewrite it all together. We're just going to recreate those tests. Guys, let me know in the chat if you ever worked with um, testing frameworks. Oh, it succeeded. Okay. I believe what happens is that it just accidentally clicked the emulator. That's why it failed. That's why. Hey guys, hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Currently, we are writing tests for our application, which is a Notes app, right here. We are going to, well, let me just show it once again. We switch the application, and we are building, and we're going to make the tests for it. Right now, this is how it looks like. This is just the app test page. Okay, so this is the app. What happened to the nodes? Okay, so basically this is just nodes application. I'm going to show it to you how it works, like testing, entering a node, and we can pin right here. We can press done button right there. You can also take a look at the repository, which you can see in the chat, and star it if you like it. Press the like button on the stream, clone the repository, do whatever you want with it. It's all good. You can just modify it any way you want. And of course, we can also switch to the grid view. We can switch back to the list view. We can unpin the node like this, and we can also delete the node like this. So this is currently how it works, and there are lots of functionality like exporting, importing. You can all export all the nodes as JSON and stuff like that. So currently, the way our tests are working, we have not much logic here and lots of logic broken. For example, we are separated like detail page like here. And we have classes here. We can have methods here for saving content, entering content, entering title, stuff like that. And we have list page. We have specific methods for it. But the main thing is that we are not preparing our environment correctly. Because let's think through. What if we have some nodes here already? What if we have pin code set up? For example, here in settings, you can set the pin code right here, right? So if you do it like this. Like if you have a pin code on start, then test gonna fail because it does not expect any pin code to be there. So that's why we need to make sure that our environment is clean. We are preparing like doing some before tests and after test. We are executing this on a fresh database with no cache, and we're just making sure that it works fine in that scenario. So let's start with it. Let's just start with think about implementing those cases. So the first case is going to be modified. Let's just think through the cases that we want to fix here. So modify the test that it has before um, block before annotation. I'm sorry, annotation. Before annotation, and it cleans cache and nukes database before executing. execution. Second thing we want to do is that we want to move the perform click. Yeah, move the perform click and assert is displayed logic to a separate utils class in those tests. That's what we're gonna do. And also after test, yeah, modify the after test. Well, you know, we don't need to modify the after test because before test is going to clean up everything beforehand. That's why we are good. So for now, let's do it like this. And what else? Yeah, for now it's gonna be like this. Yeah, now let's just do it this way. Let's make sure that we have all changes from GitHub pulled. Git status, git pull, origin main. Yeah, up to date, so it's all good. We are going to just proceed with it. So those are the changes. So tests, we're gonna say Jetpack Compose, UI tests in Android test, like that. And let's move to our next environment, which is Antigravity, and we are going to pick this Gemini 3 Pro model, and this is going to actually implement that. And let's see how it works. This is our Android test. So same thing. It's probably going to show the implementation plan to us, and this is just gonna provide any ideas that it has, but there's actually not much ideas. It just needs to modify it properly, and that's it. Guys, let me know what do you think about the Jetpack Compose framework, if you have ever worked with it, because it's gonna be really interesting for me to know what kind of changes would you do in this scenario. How would you perform tests? How would you perform UI tests? In this case, would be really interesting to me because yeah, I like this kind of stuff, and I've been a QA engineer for some time, for 10 plus years, and I'm really excited about this kind of stuff still, even though I'm honestly sometimes shifting towards developing applications. Tests should be part of the deal as well. So we need to write tests for it as definitely. Everyone watching the stream, either watching it live or replaying it, because I believe the replay value is going to be also good, in the sense that we are working with some topic that it's not that widely discussed, because typically people don't care about test as much as they should. And yeah, this is how our app just looks right now, and we actually need to do stuff there and there, and we need to write more tests, of course. But yeah, this is how it looks like. So let's see, let's think through. Well, anti-gravity just looks up for some stuff, and I'm not sure what is actually. I'm currently focused on implementation of interactions with node list page, utils page. I'm going to carefully review the code to understand the line mechanism. Yeah, so the thing is that anti-gravity is kind of slow. It just takes a while for it to implement the stuff. Sometimes it's just faster to do it ourselves, and we're probably just going to switch to that mode once the main stuff is implemented. So yeah, guys, for any new page that we are creating, let's say if we create like import, well, not import, like pinned nodes, for example, we are going to create pinned nodes test KT, and then we are going to implement the class there, basically. So we should reference in the main class to it. It's like we're gonna import and then execute the cases from that new class. Okay, so it's created this class ComposeTestUtils, and this is exactly what I wanted. It created new class ComposeTestUtils, and we have functions here like function ComposeTestRule, click tag, click text. Well, it's okay. I'll probably change a few things there and there. I'll think through it as well. And we have asserts, like asserting that some value became true, let's say, or false. We're just basically asserting that some new button or text area appeared on the screen. Basically, assertions. Okay, so this is how it changes the. Yeah. Okay, so it modified everything else. Modified node. So it basically modified node details page. So now it's more clear. We're just referencing this to ComposeTestUtils class here, and compose this page here as well. Okie dokie. Yeah. So doing it that way is much better. And it also modified the tests themselves. So we have a before class, as I said. So we have before, we have this kind of modifications there. Modify test has before annotation, as right now, and move perform click insert display logic to utils class. And this is exactly what it performed. So it moves some logic there. And this is the before class. So we have set up method in before, which is good. So we are just clearing all tables, database. So it clears database. And that's it, which is good. Yeah, so probably it's done, and it's going to perform the build. So Gradle is just building stuff here. Let's see how it works. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. We have not changed anything else apart from tests, so it should be working fine. So before, and we are going to just create multiple tests here. I also think that we should move this logic to before here as well, because I don't want to reference like notes this page and node detail page every time during each test. I would rather have it here and like as a main thing. But yeah, let's just think through. Let's think through how it works. Okay, build successful, and it's probably gonna say yeah, it's all good. Yeah, says create task MD, waiting for the build, and it's gonna say it's all good. So it should execute the same way that it's before. I think it's gonna be just fine. And we're going to push it to GitHub and then move on to other stuff, because we have some other stuff to do as well. Because currently what we have right now is just only a few things are performed, just basically adding a new node test, and then saving it, then observing that it appeared, clicking, and verifying that the content is correct, and just going back. That's it. So it's not enough. Verified. Okay, changes composed. Yeah, this is exactly what it said. So it's all good. Let's just double check that our tests are working well. I'll just go to nodes app test and let's execute those tests. Let's do it like this. Okay, so we are just refactoring our tests and just double checking that everything works. So it should now clear the database before executing tests, and then just create a node and stuff like that. So let's see. I'm gonna have just one test right now, which is not enough. We need to cover more cases. Gradle build, yeah. Okay. Test and verify node. So it creates a node, closes, opens it again, goes back, and then it just says it's all good. Just one test is good. As you can see, it says Android Studio says one test passed, which is exactly what we expected. Yeah. And by the way, check this out, guys. It says system current time in milliseconds. So just the node has this current time, which is kind of cool. It was implemented here. First of all, I don't really like all those. Well, first of all, let's just push those changes to GitHub before doing anything. Git status. We have a few things modified, so let's just git add to git add. Git commit m. Let's just say refactoring the tests to be more reliable. Add in utils class. for tests. Awesome. So we have it like this. Let's just git push origin main. Alright guys, so this is how it looks right now. We just pushed our tests to repository, so you can just go check it out here. I'll just reload. So if you want to play with this with the test and the application itself, application is available right here. You can write Jetpack Compose tests for it. As you can see, there's like a couple of references you can go to. By the way, this is just yeah, this is the testing cheat sheet for Jetpack Compose. As you can see, we have assertions, we have finders or locators, we have matchers, like has, for example, has context description, is focusable, is root, and stuff like that. And we have actions, which is probably the main thing. Like the main thing you're probably going to be doing the perform click, perform scroll, perform text input, perform key press. Yeah, mostly that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's really interesting actually to for testing purposes. You're probably going to be glad to know that kind of content. So it's kind of cool. All right, so let's go back here and let's just check. So we have app. So tests are located here, app, src, Android test, and here are those tests, like notes app test, KT. Done, done. So we have it right there. Let's think about modifying those tests. Well, first of all, I don't like those notes here. Let's just remove it for now. I want everything to be really clear, and I think that it's not needed here. Just remove those nodes. So I want to separate the logic here. Verify the backend list, and so here we are. Test and create and refine node. So let's just first of all just write new test here, like a test annotation, and it's gonna be function create create a node. It's gonna be just let's think through. Let's see all the methods we have in the nodes list page. Click add node, click node. It's not enough because we should be able to press the button. We have the app. Just moved. So have not enough methods here. I believe there's not much actions you can do before we actually have those methods added. We just have enter content, save, and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, let's think through about some other cases. What about again? Let's just launch the app and think through. Let's just select the app here, and app. Let's just launch it. Once again, let's think through. So click add node, list page, click add node. Let's think about, let's just click in the node and then going back here. Yeah, let's just do this. Open the, I would say, open creation, open create screen and leave. It's gonna be this way. Let's think through about this case. Let's just open it and let's see. For now, let's just use those nodes list page. We're gonna just reference to like nodes list page here, and we're just going to work with it. Nodes list page, and then let's just say list page. Click add node, like that. Well, and then also we're just going to go back, right? We are going to, well, we need actually the details page. We need a details page to work with it for now. Let's just implement it like this. And then it's going to be details page. We are going to, as you can see, those are the methods that we can use. And just press click back. Use that case. And we can just execute this test. And this one we can just disable the expected test. See, what was this? What was that annotation? Deprecated? No, an opt-in. There was a something about disabling the test itself. Not before test. deprecated. No. Anyway, let's just do it like this. Let's just execute this one test. We can pick this one and just use it like this. And remember, guys, we have a before block, so before it's gonna clean the database, so it should be all good. Yeah. And just should execute just one case. Open screen and just goes back, and that's it. Test finishes. So it's like this. So here I would think that we need to move some of the logic like here. So it should be, I hope it's going to be working fine in case of the Kotlin. For now, I'm just, yeah, let's just try it this way. Just move this right here to there. Yeah, so it works like this. Yeah, let's just move it like this. Yeah. Going to put it there. And then we can just remove those references. So basically, we have list page reference right here. We don't really need to reference it in each single case. So it's gonna simplify stuff out there. Let's just double check that it's working now, because it should actually not lose any context. Yeah. So test title, this is also could be moved up to the top, but I want to create a separate utils class actually for that, like this. So yeah, let's think through. Let's just try to notes app. Let's just execute it. Just double check that it works. So now we have two tests. And after each test, well, no, I need to implement after each, I believe, because if we don't have after each, it's probably going to, well, let's see how it performs. Let's just see how it performs. I want to make sure the database is cleared after every case. Yeah, I just restarted. Yeah, so it's all good. Okay, guys, so we have two tests and both of them are working fine. We have moved some logic to the top here, so it's all generic across the whole test right there. And let's think through. So we have create and verify node. So we have this. Click save, assert node visible. Click node. And just, it feels like this test is just way too complex. We should divide it into multiple parts as well. Yeah. So it should not be this way, but yeah, that kind of logic also makes sense. At the same time, we should just be fine having this variable right in the test itself. Okay, let's just think through. So there are going to be more tests we're going to implement, and those tests are going to be involved in some other parts of the app. Let's think through. First of all, when we're working with application, we need to ask developers to add as much labels and locators to the application. So basically all buttons and all text fields should have a proper indication, right? And I believe in our app that we have right now, it's not the case. We need to actually add those as well. So we're developing, improving application first, and then doing stuff, because we need to have everything for here. All the locators, all the elements should be really reachable. All the buttons like share button, all the stuff should be reachable. Even the settings and stuff like that. So we should be able to work with it. Like clear cache also should be, yeah, we should automate everything here. So our next case, first of all, let's just push those changes because we changed some stuff, and I believe this is actually a good way of doing stuff. Just push all the changes right after it. Git add git commit containing like refactoring the nodes app test, and git push origin main. Yeah, so currently that's like that, and like that for our, those methods are for our details page and for our list page. We need to add more labels. We need to add more identifiers. So let's go back to our drawing board. So now after we implemented all that stuff, we also need to think through about add all labels to pin notes screen, notes with URLs, yeah, and settings. Okay, add labels. It's not labels. It's how it's called. Add notes. Yeah, notes. Add the nodes locators to elements in other classes, and it's gonna be settings. In settings, page, and then it's going to be the URL page, and then what else? To about what I have right now, URL page, and trash is also trash page, trash bin page, and well, what else? Yeah, pin notes page. In all those cases, create a separate class as used before for each case. Yeah, that's about it. If necessary, add more cases to compose test utils class. Yeah, this is how we are going to modify it. Nodes locators, yeah, so stuff like that. Okay, guys, if it makes sense, let me know down here in chat, because I'm just completely right there developing those tests. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, first of all, what do you think about this kind of stuff? Would you rather write test or test it manually? Because in some cases, testing manually makes sense, but in this case, I believe we can just all automate this stuff. It's simple. Okay, so let's just use this Gemini 3 model in our Antigravity UI. Let's just send this prompt to modify that kind of stuff. Please press the like button, guys, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Really appreciate that. Seriously, I really love that kind of stuff. Testing is awesome, I believe. And if you're considering a career as a test engineer, I believe that things are really changing in the sense that we have so much instrumentation in our hands. We are capable of doing much more in a less time. And yeah, by writing tests and modifying those tests, the existing tests, we can really reach a lot of stuff. And we're also doing this for developers, as you know, right? Because developers really care about good tests. Otherwise, they are going to rely on testers to finish everything beforehand. Well, developers never rely on test engineers, that's going to be honest. But they at least expect some kind of feedback from test engineers. And if you have automated test, this is going to be much faster. And they can execute it like overnight, let's say, because otherwise you need to wait until test engineers are there. And here, in case of the automated test, it's all going to be much faster. Okay, so we are asked to create Jetpack to create those tests using anti-gravity, and let's see when it finishes. All right, guys, like button if you enjoyed this kind of stream. Let me know. I personally enjoy it, but I also enjoy communicating with you if possible. So let me know. Okay, dokie. Settings. Yeah, as you can see, that's right. We also need to add tests for the passcode page, but as of now, it's not mandatory, and I don't want to focus on this yet. I want to just ignore that part of functionality for now. I also feel like developing tests for native applications is easier and faster than what we have with our web tests, because in case of the web tests you also need to consider a lot of additional stuff and things like that. In case of native tests, we can just integrate right into the code. Yeah, I mean, there are multiple options, but we are just integrating stuff right into code. Okay, okay. It just takes some time. Again, I'm not really impressed with how anti-gravity works, because the anti-gravity is really laggy. It just says working, and it's not that much stuff that it needs to change. Um, Currently focused, yeah. Processing basically pin nodes. Okay, it's just basically processing all the screens that we have, all the components, and it's probably just going to add nodes to there, because it's just gonna take some time if we do it ourselves. But yeah, empty. For example, if we look around here, like node, node. Uh, yeah, I believe that it's not added in those cases. Let's just think through. Compose test. If we go here, for example, uh, title field, content field, save button. Let's just look up for that, and I'll show you how it actually works, how we connect this to elements. Save button. Let me open Android Studio. Sometimes the search is kind of tricky here. Yeah, here it is. Modifier, test tag. So this is how it works. Test tag. Yeah, guys, so this is how it works. We have some button. We set the modifier to be test save button like this, and this is how it's actually set. And what I'm doing right now, so anti-gravity sets those modifiers to be like this for all the other cases. Like icon button probably is going to be like modifier equals and stuff like that. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, or content description as well. We can also rely on content description to click and verify stuff. So let's see. So settings screen, it actually added this modifier test tag, as I told you. It added this tag here. Let's see what else. For now, just like single setting screen. Updating URL node screen. So here, it actually added this. Yeah, nice test tag. We should also move those test tags to strings XML, stuff like that. No, strings XML, maybe tags XML probably would make sense. I really want to have some one consistent place where I place those tags instead of just relying on things here. So click modifier test tag back button, menu button. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. Trash empty text, trash notice. Okay, good. Pin notes screen. No pin notes. Okay, good. So we are adding all the stuff here. Guys, I really enjoy like using AI and then adding my own stuff here and understanding how it actually works and showing it to you. So as you can see, we have adding some stuff here and there. Settings page. So on settings page, it actually created the separate class for our tests. As you can see, it's an Android test, and those are the nodes we have added. So multiple options here. So I really like that it understands, first of all, that we are using page object model, which means we are separating all the tests in multiple classes, like here, and that also it understands the context, which is really important to understand the context of the what we are doing here. Okay, awesome. And I believe that's actually probably done. So we have pin notes page. We have this button, click back button. Some of the stuff is actually repetitive. Like back button probably could be somewhere in TestUtils class. But yeah, let's just think through. For now, let's just leave it like this, because we can have some kind of inheritance when we have shared stuff available, so we can just reuse those kind of things. Okay, it's also still working on some other classes like trash bin, except so it added this test tag restore all items. guys, as you can see. And then, yeah, and then just I'm gonna execute it in the terminal, just make sure that the build is going through. For example, we have, well, let me just create some node here. If we're creating a node, and then we save it, and then we go to here to menu, and then we have actually delete something, delete this way. So there is a trash bin. In a trash bin we have a couple of items, right? There's store all or empty trash. So we need to just test it out, and we can test it out by basically going through the flow and just doing it like this. So yeah, nice, build successful, and it should be all good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So it's gonna say everything is fine. We are most likely just going to add, first of all, we are going to make sure that current tests are still working, because before doing any other stuff, you need to make sure the current tests are working, then submit this to GitHub, have a change, and then push another change to actually modify some additional cases in our nodes app test. By the way, I should probably like rename it to some like main tests.kt just to make sure. Okay, so review requested, and this is how it actually done. So added those test tags to elements and settings screen, URL nodes, trash bin, bin nodes, and created separate page object classes for each. So it created everything, then verified that it builds successfully. So if it says build successfully, that means it's probably good. But let's just double check. Let's just restart it with all those changes, and I hope it's going to be working just fine. So let's just restart it. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, like button if you enjoy this kind of stream. So everything works. Okay, we can just push those changes. Git status. Yeah, lots of changes we have here. Nice. Git add. Git commit. Refactoring. Well, not refactoring, actually. Adding additional locators. To more screens. Preparing for more automation work. Preparing for more testing work. Scenarios. More test scenarios. It's like that. Again, guys, I recommend you to push everything here after each change, because who knows what might break there and there. Git, well, we'll just put up. Git push origin main. We'll just push that stuff. Done. Okay, okay. I'll just clear it. Now let's go back to our drawing board, and let's go back to nodes app test here. So as you guys see, we have before part, and we have a test here. So let's keep going. For now, we just have what? We have a list page and detail page, nodes detail page. We need to import more. We need to work with which one? Settings page, trash bin page, and URL nodes page, right? Right. So let's just create another variable for that. This is going to be settings page. Settings page equals settings screen. No, settings page. Yeah. Settings page. Yep. Compose test rule. So the same rule. Then what kind of methods we have in the compose settings page? Let's see. We have passcode checkbox. We have clear cache, and we have click back. Assert passcode checkbox visible. Let's do it like this. Let's just do the simple case here. For now, start with the simplest case and then move, add more stuff, I would say. So it's going to be test function assert check settings screen. So I'm gonna like this, and we are going to do what? So list page. Well, first of all, we have more things here. We need to press the menu button first, right, guys? We need to press the menu button, and when you need to navigate to settings. So for that, we need to reach. Let's see where it's actually located, because I settings page. Where's the menu button? We need to make sure that menu button is reachable. Menu button, no detail page, no list page. I believe that was not actually added. The menu right now is not really reachable, so we need to add a test node for that, for settings right here. Just double check, because yeah. Notes app test, check settings screen. So for now, let's just think about it. Menu. Where's it located? ComposeTestUtils. We need to first find out the tag for the menu, which is going to be a settings. Let's just go through and find out. Settings page. Oh, it's actually there. Well, no, settings page is right inside here. We should have settings page menu bar. Settings page menu bar. And let's just go through and just make sure. Settings page. No, for the test. Settings presenter. Settings screen. No strings XML. Handle settings. Yeah, and notes activity. Navigate to settings. So navigation utils. Navigate to settings. This is how we transfer from notes activity to, as you can see, those are the menu methods for navigation to our other places in the app, and this is just basically what we see in the code for settings. Navigation utils, navigate to settings. Navigation utils is notes app utils, navigation utils. So it's here, navigation utils. Here it is. So note ID, press class Java. Yeah. Basically, we have logic for starting this activity to navigate into it. But menu, probably we should just look here in resources, values. MenuAppTest should be. Yeah, we need to find the strings screen menu. Yeah, and we need to find this one. This menu is gonna be settings screen. Settings screen here. Settings. Yeah. No, not this one. Menu. Settings screen. Well, probably it shares this value from here. Settings. I'm going to ask it to add this tag. And this is typically not something software engineer does actually add in those tags. But yeah, we need to figure out the exact pinpoint where the settings button is located so we can just reach it. And I'm gonna ask it to create a separate MenuAppTest class for all the items in menu. So let's first of all just push current changes. We'll do have just like one change. tests. Git let's just push that stuff. Okay, so let's just ask Antigravity to add additional class for menu. Add additional class in Android tests with the references to a menu. Create necessary tags, node tags for menu items, like this, because we need to have should be menu, should be menu menu main menu page. Should create necessary tags for menu items in the code. So it's like that. Cool. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Ask me in the chat, because I'm just like modifying stuff around here using anti-gravity and all the other stuff. So yeah. It's really fun to actually add those tests, but sometimes you reach certain points that you need to refactor the code itself. And right now we have, of course, just so we added a bunch of additional test pages like settings page, trash bin page, and stuff like that. Well, click menu. Maybe this is actually what we want. Menu, but no, never mind. I don't like the commands that sometimes anti-gravity leaves. Whoa, I'll do it now. Wait, I can write the file. I believe, well, this is actually menu item right in trash bin. It's not, so we need to, yeah, we need to have still reference to this menu bar, because gosh, guys, you need to remember the references to all the menu buttons in each single case, in each single screen. Like pin node, this is one menu, this is another menu. So various kind of menus. Well, not in this case, but in case of the trash bin, this is a different menu. I need to remember that context as well, like here. Okay, let's see. And I believe that anti-gravity, like after 5 prompts or so, it runs out of the juice of tokens and just stops working, stops responding, and you need to switch to other model. And then you realize, oh well, this model doesn't make sense. It's just a bit not that great. So yeah, you keep switching between models and searching for the tokens. Or we can also use another tool that I'm going to probably use today as well, which is a Codex. I recommend you like pointing exactly to this same environment, and it also like performs really well in terms of tests. But yeah, for now we have it like this. Well, we have more tests now than before. Yeah. So yeah, guys, make sure that you go to the Notes app, to this repository, which is also in the chat. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff. We can discuss it. Please don't be quiet. Please interact with me. I'm gonna be really interested to answer any of your questions, because I see you're actually watching it. So let me know What are you guys expecting? Are you expecting to also automate some of your projects, like pet projects, work on your code, create your app? Just let me know. It takes a while to do stuff. Okay. All right. So we're still generating the code. So for now, we can go back to MenuAppTest, and probably we're gonna have some utils class here. Let's just keep writing stuff. So we are going to do what? We are going to reference list page. It also just suggests me some code. List page. List page. Click settings. It doesn't have this reference here. It's so fun that actually I write this code without even understanding the context. Just commented this out. It doesn't have the list page. Uh, Notes list page doesn't have the click settings method yet. It already references. Wow. Settings page, yes. Settings page, yes. It has this assert. Assert tag is visible. It's fine. But yeah, not everything. Gosh. Huh. Well, maybe you can actually add this menu stuff right inside the note list page right here, not inside the separate menu class, but so it's okay. We can reference the menu as well. Let's just see what it proposes here. There are multiple solutions. I believe it's okay. Let's just move on and to codecs, and let's do it like this. Add additional not like that. In nodes list page, let's see if Antigravity does anything. It just keeps loading. It just doesn't really work. In nodes list page, add references, add methods. Add methods for clicking all the menu items. ng settings grid view add etc and nodes this page, and implement the nodes for all those menu items, so it could be used in tests. Yeah, it just got stuck. I give up on that. Sorry guys. Antigravity is good in a sense of web app development, but for Android applications it's no go. It's a no go for me. I don't like it. Probably even the Gemini built-in inside Android Studio maybe it's gonna do even better than what I see here. Probably, yeah. We can just click sign in and just use it here. I have not tried it yet, but I'm probably gonna try it. So we're just gonna add methods, and we're gonna review it, and then we're going to execute those tests. Let's see. Guys, let me know in the chat any ideas that you have, and please press the like button. I would appreciate that. Really, for the algorithms, YouTube, it's really good to have some kind of support. And pressing the like button is just the best thing you can do right now for me. I really appreciate that. And I also enjoy those streams because it makes me feeling that somebody does actually care about this kind of content. Otherwise, it just feels lonely if I just do it all myself. That's simple as that. We are just working on our simple notes application that we have. So yeah, fun stuff. As you can see, we've been already 36 commits, and in 36 commits we have created this app out of nowhere, out of the simple template that had an Android Studio. But also a bit some code I did myself, some part of that. But I also thought about this, and many people actually saying that you can still reference to the code written in AI assistant as your own code because you actually review it, you either confirm the changes or not, and you actually own it. You can understand what kind of changes you want to perform and how you want to modify the application because well, let's be honest, without our prompts and without our understanding of how it works, it would be nothing. The app would be performing not that well, architecturally at least. Let's go back to codex and let's see what kind of changes it proposes. So first of all, it's added to nodes list page those methods. Open menu, click tag menu. Okay, just tag menu button. Toggle view. Okay, good. So it all has all that. Node drop down, main nodes drop down. Okay, so to this component nodes drop down menu, it added those things and it added modifiers. So about menu item, export. Okay, so everything is allocated in the components nodes drop down menu. Good. So it added this modifier test tag. Good. And now let's just see. I can click modifier test tag menu button. Yeah. Well, let's just create a PR for that. As you can see, guys, codecs sometimes provide a better solution comparing to what we have using anti-gravity. And I believe, yeah, in some cases anti-gravity does make sense. And I'm also just started getting this habit of like writing notes, writing this kind of notes for myself, what I want to implement first, like on in a paper, the sticky notes that I implemented later on, because this is just like allows me to focus on exactly one thing at a time. And yeah, also suggestion to you if you're into this kind of mode. Okay, so files changed. Let's just commit this and merge. We are going to merge that kind of stuff. Let's go back to Android Studio. Let's do git pull. Git pull origin master main. Okie dokie. Now we have that kind of stuff. Let's go back to our notes app test and let's go back to here. Check settings screen. So here we're going to have list page, and then click settings. Yay! We have click settings here, and then we are going to have, after clicking settings, we are going to assert that this checkbox right here is visible, and then yeah, check click that list page. Assert, no, not assert note, assert, well, it's not list page, settings page here, because I've imported the settings page. So for settings page, we're using this class settings page, which we also referenced here. So we just reference settings page, assert, passcode checkbox visible, And also what kind of stuff we can have. Settings page dot clear clear cache settings page, and then we have nuke database, and then we have settings page press click back. Yay. Awesome. Let's just execute this one particular test right here, only that one, and just let's make sure that it works. Just gonna restart the app and execute this specific test, only this one, and then of course we can execute everything else. And guys, let's just wait until it works, and I'm going to explain what things you might have in mind, like what you might not understand. Okay, it presses the failed. What happened here? I believe it failed to inject touch input. Expect node test tag settings menu item. So yeah, as you can see, it's just not. I have not found this item. Check settings. It didn't even reach this one. List page. Click settings. Click. Click settings. Open menu. Open menu. It should be. Boom. I actually referenced the wrong thing. Settings page. Open menu. First should be open menu first, and then of course the list page. Click settings. So now it should work. As you can see, guys, even a single thing like this matters a lot. So I've just the wrong sequence. I just pressed click settings without even opening the menu. That's why it well, now yeah, let's just press it like this. Okie dokie, now it should actually work. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, but I believe the confirmation, it didn't confirmed clicking stuff. I believe it actually like nuke database. Let's just remove nuke database for now. We're going to do it later on because I believe it actually, yeah, press clear cache. The sequence was kind of wrong. It is not doing it right. Let's just see once again. So it should not, it should show the confirmation dialog and then press inside this confirmation dialog. I should press OK. Just moving and doing some other stuff. So let's just double check. Clicking settings, clear cache. Yeah. Let's do instead click settings, assert passcode checkbox visible. Let's do it this way. Let's do settings page, click passcode toggle. So it should toggle this passcode stuff. Ding. Let's see. Yeah, so after it toggled, actually it's stopped working because it actually asked for the pin code. So for now, let's just leave it without clicking the passcode toggle, because yeah, once we do it, it asks for the pin code. Of course, we can enter it, but we need to think through about this logic. So open create screen and leave, and then check screen, and then creation of those nodes. Well, okay, let's do it this way. So since we created the settings screen now, we just going to, let's just launch the app once again. Watch that happen. Think about more cases that we want to implement. Okay, let's do it like this. Pinned nodes probably. Yeah, pinned nodes, and then we are going to navigate back. This is going to be next test function. Press pinned nodes and navigate back. Okay. So for that we also need to reference here the pinned nodes screen, nodes page equals pinned nodes page compose test rule. And guys, by the way, the compose test rule here is just means that we are launching the nodes activity, like the main activity that we work in, like with the nodes. That's it. So this is just the rule that it starts all the stuff here. So we are going to say that we list page open menu, list page click pinned nodes page, just going to assert empty state visible, and then we're just checking that empty state is visible, and then we're just going back, click back again. Guys, this click back could be probably simplified when we can move the logic to other like utils screen, because clicking back is just simple logic that just, well, but then if we move it, we need to understand the context of each case, and maybe in the case of some of those click buttons it's just going to be different, so don't quote me on that. So we need to think through about the logic. Either way, we're going to just execute this case, just execute that test. Let's see. I also, guys, have a video about espresso tests I wrote in the past. Okay, no pin nodes, and just goes back. Awesome. So as you can see, it passed. So we have this screen, and now it's gonna be next. It's gonna be trash. But for case of the trash, we're going to create a specific. Yeah, we're going to basically create and then empty trash, empty everything. We're going to open the menu in the trash bin and just empty everything. It's going to be next test. Function empty trash. Check. So this is going to be a bit more complex. So in this case, we are going to, first of all, we are going to open, yeah, we're going to add the node first. Add node first. Then we are going to say detail page. We're going to enter title. This is going to be just remove me. So it's going to be like that. And then detail page, enter content is going to be removed, to be removed. And then we are basically on the details page, we are clicking back, going back to where we were, like in list view. And then of course we are doing menu, list page, open, click, no, list page, open menu first, open menu, and then list page, then it's going to be click trash bin, and then we need to work with the trash bin class, right? To do that, we need to add another variable here, which is going to be available trash bin page equals, and then we reference that class trash bin screen, no, trash bin not screen. We need to reference the, this is run. We need to reference the trash bin page. Trash bin, because trash bin screen attack is actually implementation of it, actual implementation. So compose test rule, and then of course we are going to go in a trash bin page, open click menu. So we're going to press menu on the trash bin page, and then trash bin page, remove, and then we're going to press restore all, click back, click menu, click empty trash, yeah, click empty trash, and trash bin page, back, something like back, click back. Okay, this is actually a complex test. Let's just execute it and see if it works. Yep. So this is opening the app first. Then it should create the item. Opens trash. Boom. Something was not right. Trash bin menu item. So I could not find one node. So at some point it actually crashed. So trash bin menu item. So you cannot find this specific tag, and it crashed during the nodes app test. Yeah, nodes list page. Click tag. Yeah. So something is off here. So let's just go. We are entering something I forgot. Let's see. Probably details page, probably not. Click back. Let's just do detail page. Click save. Then we click trash bin. Trash bin. Click menu. Let's just execute it once again and see. I believe this is just maybe some flaky test, or maybe click empty trash. Maybe this is actually wrong. Maybe this is something we need to modify. Let's just see. Okay, goes to the it cannot find even the trash bin. Click trash bin, like here, I believe. Click trash bin, yeah, trash bin menu item. So something is about exactly this. Let's just test it out. Let's just test it out without tests. Let's just go through. Just switch to the app. Guys, automated test is something really excited, but I totally recommend you to try it out before doing all the tests. Just check it for yourself. So let's do this. We create an item called remove. We are saving it. After saving, okay, we need to remove it. We need to remove it. So we need to open this item, and then we need to press the remove button, so that of course it does not show up if there's nothing to remove. Okay, clearly. So let's do that. So open menu. Now it makes sense. So that's why it doesn't find it. Okay, open, click save, and then list page. We don't have the method to remove it actually yet. So let's do it in a hacky way. Let's just open this item and press the trash button. List view, list page, click node. Node is going to be called remove me, as you remember. Not the best way to describe it, but for now we're just gonna do it like this. We can of course have a value variable for that, but for now it's gonna be like this. And then detail page was gonna be click save. We don't have a method yet in detail page here, so detail page, click save, click back. We don't have a method here to trash it. There should be a method here to trash it. What about the list page? For menu, click about, click trash pin item. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Now let's do it this way. So it's gonna be. I'm gonna do it manually and see if it works. Click. So let's just comment this out. Click save and then open menu. So let's just relaunch it. I'm going to show you what I mean. So for now, we just need to implement this functionality for trashing, and we're just gonna hack it in a simple way, like this. I wish it had some user input that you can. Let's just do it this way. Run. Basically, we need to add the code to have trash functionality here, like a swipe functionality to trash, or just have the button inside in details you to trash it. Because as of now, it's just yeah, of course it can't find. Guys, okay, this is probably it for this stream. We are going to implement it later. We're just going to implement then an ability to swipe to remove, or just delete button in the details of the node screen out here. So we need to modify the test, we need to improve those. For now, it's gonna be it. So stay tuned for more testing streams or development streams. I really want to have your input on that. So we are going to meet soon, probably like in a couple of days, and finish this off. And we are now just improving our test. As you can see, at least we have page object model done. So we have lots of things implemented here, and we have the ComposeTestUtils screen, which describes a bunch of stuff here, a bunch of logic that moved from those pages to utils. So it's good. We're gonna see you soon. Stay tuned, and well, bye bye, guys. Please subscribe and please press the like button. It will be really, really good. Thanks and bye.